Hello and welcome to helpyourmath.com. In this video, we are going to look at question 12 of the Math 206.5 Final Exam Review. In these three examples, we are going to write as a single logarithm using the properties of logarithms. So first thing we want to do is make sure we can write as a single logarithm. In order to write as a single logarithm, we need to have the same base for all three. We do have log base 2, log base 2, and log base 2. Great. The next thing we need is to get rid of the coefficients. Not get rid of, just rewrite them, put them back in the argument of each logarithm. So 3 log base 2 of a, that 3 becomes the exponent of the argument a, so we write log base 2 of a cubed. For the middle one, this 2 becomes the exponent of the argument b, so we get log base 2 of b squared, and the 1/4 becomes the exponent for c. We're going to rewrite this as log base 2 of c to the 1/4. From here, now that we have just the logarithm itself with no coefficients or coefficients of 1, we can rewrite this as one logarithm. When it says single logarithm, that means we only write the letters log. So we're going to say log base 2, and any log that has a positive coefficient will go in the numerator. Anything with a negative coefficient will go in the denominator. So this first term has a positive, a cubed is going in the numerator of our argument. B squared has a plus sign in front of it, that's positive. B squared is going in the numerator. C to the 1/4 has a minus sign that indicates it's going to be in the denominator, and we can write this as C to the 1/4. If you want to get really fancy pants, you can write that as a radical. We can write log base 2 of a cubed b squared over the 4th root of c. If you don't have to do that, I always advise doing less work, but if your instructor insists, then go ahead and do that. How about this example? So ln, that's the natural logarithm. This one, we don't have a coefficient, so we're going to just leave it as ln x. 3 times ln y, we can rewrite as ln y to the 3rd. And now we can combine these. It's addition and everything's positive, so this is just going to be, we're going to write ln once, and our argument is x times y cubed. And that's it. That's all we can do with this natural logarithm example. In our final example, we have an added bonus in the directions. We want to write as a single logarithm and then simplify if possible. Okay, let's make sure we have coefficients of 1 or -1 first. It looks like we have an issue here. We're going to rewrite this as log base 3 of a squared, and then we have log base 3 with an argument of a minus 3 minus log base 3 of a squared minus 9. Okay, I think we're ready to write as a single logarithm because all coefficients are either 1 or -1. I write log base 3 exactly 1 time. And what do we have in the numerator? We have a factor of a squared, a factor of a minus 3. That minus indicates we have a denominator, and our denominator is a squared minus 9. Now we do have this tip, simplify if possible. Well, if we're going to simplify, it looks like we need to clean up that denominator. The denominator can be factored. It's a difference of squares, so we're going to rewrite this as log base 3 of a squared times a minus 3 divided by, when we factor this, it's going to be root minus root times root plus root. And look, those cancel. We could simplify. So our final end-all be-all answer for this question is log base 3. The numerator we have a squared, and the denominator we have a plus 3. Sometimes I put my arguments in parentheses and sometimes I don't. There's no right or wrong because it's just one single term. I don't feel the need to, but if you want to, you can. It doesn't matter. But this is as much as we can do with writing it as a single logarithm and simplifying.